Hello friends, welcome to my channel and my coaching center. So I'm going to explain you that is the 6th and 11th standard business study 6th chapter social responsibilities of business and business ethics. So social responsibility is the broader than legal responsibility, and if business is to operate in a society which is full of diverse and complicated problems, it may have little chance of success. Business people have the skills to solve the no social problems. Next, that an enterprise must behave as a good citizen is an example of the responsibility towards the community, and environment protection can be done by the efforts of all the people. And also, carbon monoxide emitted by automobiles directly contribute to air pollution. And which of the following can be explained to the needs of population? Pollution control is all of them. Next, which of the following is capable of doing maximum good to society's ethics? And ethics is important for all of them, for business, all the management, all the people of the business. Next, which of the following alone can ensure effective ethic progress program in business enterprise? That is the publication of a code. Next, let us know about the social responsibility of business and how it is different from legal responsibility. Social responsibility of business refers to its obligation to take those decisions and perform those actions which are desirable in the terms of objects or the values of our society. And social responsibility is the broader than the legal responsibility of business. Legal responsibility may be fulfilled by mere compliance with the law, whereas social responsibility is a firm recognition of social obligation even though not covered by law. Next, what is environment? Environment and what is environmental pollution? So environment is defined as the totally of man's surrounding, both natural and man-made. Environment pollution is injection of harmful substance into the environment. It is result of industrialization. Next, what is business ethics? Let us know about the business basic elements of business ethics. So business ethics refers to the value and principles that govern the behavior of individuals in an organization such that the business activities are desirable from the viewpoint of society. Next, business ethics are top management commitment, publication of a code, and their establishment of compliance mechanism, involvement of employees at all levels, measurement of results. What is air pollution? So air pollution is a result of combination of factors which lowers the air quality. And water pollution, water becomes polluted primarily from chemical and waste dumping, and it has led the death of several animals and posed a serious threat to human life. And land pollution, dumping of toxic waste on land causes land pollution, as you all know. Let us know about the social responsibility of business. So economic responsibility. So a business enterprise is basically an economic entity, and therefore its primary socially responsibility is economic, produce goods and services that society wants and sell them at a profit. And legal responsibility, so every business has a responsibility to operate within the law of the land, and since these laws are meant for the good of the society, a law abiding enterprise is a social responsibility enterprise as well. Next, ethical responsibility. So this includes the behavior of the firm that is expected by social society but not codified in law. For example, respecting the religious sentiments and dignity of people while advertising for a product. Next, next, discourage. Next is this Veterinary responsibility. This responsibility is completely voluntary in nature. It means that a business enterprise may choose to open a charitable school or hospital for the poor, grant aid, and the people affected by the natural calamities provide employment opportunity and other things. So next long answer question they may ask for more 5 or 6 more marks. That is the build up argument for and against social responsibility. What is that? Let us know about that. Justification of existence and growth. So business exists for providing goods and services to satisfy human needs. Though profit motive is an important justification for undertaking business activity, and it should be looked upon an outcoming of service to the people, there should be a good service for the people. Next, long-term interest of the firm. So a firm and its image stands to gain maximum profit in the long run when it has its highest goal as service to society. Therefore, it is in its own interest if a firm fulfills its social responsibility. Next, avoidance of government regulations. So government regulations are undesirable because they limit freedom. Therefore, it is believed that a business can avoid the problem of government regulations by voluntarily assuming social responsibility, which helps to reduce the need for new laws and maintenance of society. So business enterprises should assume social responsibility, as the people who are dissatisfied with the business may resort to anti-social activities which may harm the interest of business itself. And availability of resource with the business. So the argument holds that business institutions have valuable finance and human resources which can be affected used for solving problems and converting problems into opportunities. Business enterprise can solve the social problems and can reap gains for it may make it as opportunity. Next, better environment for doing business. Business may have little chance of success if it is operating in a society full of diverse and complicated problems. Next, holding business responsibility for social problems. So some of the social problems like environmental pollution, unsafe workplaces, corruption in public institutions, and discrimination practices in employment have either been perpetuated by business enterprises themselves. So therefore, it is the moral obligation of business to contribute in solving these problems. So in the exam, they may ask you to write the what are the arguments for the build up arguments, and also they may ask to explain. If they ask, you have to explain, otherwise you have to write the names. Still the next second question they have asked in that is argument against social responsibility. So argument against social responsibility, this also you should name it, otherwise if they ask to explain, you have to explain. So violation of profit maximization object. So business exists only for profit maximization. Therefore, any talk of social responsibility is against this objective burden on consumers. So it is argument that social responsibility like pollution control and environmental protection are very costly and often require huge financial investment, which are likely to be shifted onto the consumers in the form of high prices. So lack of social skills. So according to this argument, social problems should be solved by specialized agencies, as businessmen do not have the necessary understanding and training to solve that social problems. And lack of board public support. So lack of poor public support. So the public in general does not like business involvement or interference in social programs, because of which business cannot operate successfully in solving social problems. Let us discuss the forces which are responsible for increasing concern of business enterprise towards social responsibility. So they are threat of public regulation. So democratically elected government is meant to safeguard the interest of the society, and pressure of labor movement. So labor movement for ensuring fair gains for the working class throughout the world has become very powerful, as labor has become for more educated and organized. And the impact of consumer consciousness. So consciousness. So development of education and mass media and increasing the competitions in the market have made the consumers conscious of his rights and powers. And development of social standards. So business enterprise are not mere profit making entities. And development of business education. So educated persons as consumers, investors, employees, or owners have become more sensitive towards it, and relationship between the social interest and the business interest. No business interest can be work in isolated from society. And also next, development of professional managerial class. Previous business was managed by the owners, but now the professional management education in universities and specialized management institutes have created a separate class of professional managers who have a positive attitude towards the development and social institution and not merely a profit-making activity. Business is the initial for. So, as primary objectives of any business enterprise is profit maximization. This is because profit acts as a measure of success, and at the same time, it is the main source of income for an enterprise. Also, profit are often used to finance the expansion project of a business enterprise. However, it is argued that business enterprises are not mere profit-making entities. Next, let us know about the business enterprise need to adopt pollution control measures or reduction of health hazards. So, pollutants in environment cause many diseases like cancer, heart and lung problems. So, reduction we have to do. Next, reduction risk of liability. So, it is possible that an enterprise is held liable to pay compensation to the people affected by the toxicity of gaseous or liquid that and cost saving. An effective pollution control program is also needed to save the cost of the operating business and improve public image. As social becomes increasingly conscious of environmental quality, they form policy and practice for controlling waste. Other social benefits of pollution control results in many other benefits like clear visibility, cleaner buildings, better quality of life, etc. Let us know about the enterprise. What are the steps can be taken by the enterprise to protect the environment from the dangers of the pollution? So, a definite commitment by the top management of the enterprise to create, maintain, and development work culture for environmental protection they can take, and ensure that the commitment to environmental protection is shared throughout the enterprise by all divisions and employees, and development clear cut policies and programs for purchasing goods, quality raw materials, employment supervisor to superior technology, and complying with the law and regulations enacted by the government for prevention of pollution, participation in government programs relating to management of hazardous, and periodically assessment of pollution control program in terms of cost, and arrangement educational workshop and training materials to share technical information and experience with suppliers. Let us know about the business ethic various elements. So, business ethics has various elements like top management committee, publication of code, estimation of compliance mechanism, and involvement of employees at all levels. So, okay, friends, this was your chapter, the business ethics, and the social responsibility of business and business ethics. So, okay, friends, like, comment, and subscribe my channel and coaching center for more.